We are witnessing one of the weirdest love stories in American history. And no, I'm not talking about The Bachelor, for Christ's sake. I'm talking about Fox News.
President Trump, he's moving very fast to fix the country and keep his promises to you, the American people.
Fox has treated me very nice wherever Fox is. Thank you.
He is like the New Testament character of Nathaniel.
And he's creating jobs, he's getting promises.
It's like he's addicted to results.
And I will say, Fox treated it great. They said it was great.
He's securing our borders, trying to stop crimes against Americans.
Sean Hannity is a great person. Fox and Friends in the morning.
He's not afraid of anybody. He'll go into the lion's den.
They're very honorable people.
He's the Fox News president.
It's like Romeo and Juliet if neither of them believed in climate change. But like with all perfect couples, something is off about them. Because it turns out that Rupert Murdoch, the most powerful person in the Fox News empire, doesn't actually like Donald Trump. He's described Trump as an embarrassment to the country. Vanity Fair called him the billionaire Donald Trump can't win over. So what the hell is going on? Why is the man who should be Trump's most powerful critic letting his network become a 24-hour Trump channel? One thing you should know about Rupert Murdoch is that despite owning Fox News, he's actually a vocal supporter of immigration reform.
And as an immigrant, I feel an obligation to speak up for immigration.
So when Trump entered the GOP primary by attacking Mexican immigrants, Murdoch was not a fan.
No less than Rupert Murdoch tweets that Donald Trump was wrong.
That tweet was just the beginning. Murdoch grilled Trump on Twitter, saying he had lost it and accusing him of embarrassing his friends and the whole country. Sounds like my ex.
Murdoch pushed back on Trump on several fronts.
That's Gabe Sherman. He literally wrote the book on the inner workings of Fox News.
Murdoch was alarmed at how Roger Ailes, the former head of Fox News, was advising and helping Trump and using the network to boost Trump.
They love Trump.
So before the first GOP primary debate, which Fox News was hosting, Murdoch had an idea.
Murdoch told Ailes to put an end to it, and Fox's moderators, Chris Wallace, Brett Baier, and famously Megyn Kelly, asked very tough questions of Trump and really tried to bury him.
That debate sparked a long, nasty public fight between Trump and Fox News.
I don't know what games Roger Ailes is playing, but what's wrong over there? Something's wrong.
Trump went after Fox on Twitter, said Kelly had blood coming out of her wherever. He even pulled out of a Fox News debate, forcing the network to cancel it. Pro-Trump websites like Breitbart went after Murdoch for his support of immigration, calling him an open borders globalist. It was all super surreal. Trump and his supporters were taking Fox News's media bias shtick and using it against Fox.
You did something very dishonest. You didn't report it.
And it was working. A source at Fox News told Sherman that they'd take a ratings hit every time they ran an anti-Trump segment.
Fox News received, a deluge of emails and texts and phone calls from angry viewers who were mad that Megyn Kelly was feuding with Trump. Murdoch's audience was firmly in the Trump camp.
Murdoch was losing the fight he had picked with Donald Trump. At the beginning of 2016, Murdoch changed his tune.
Super Tuesday was a sweeping victory for Donald Trump.
After Super Tuesday, Murdoch tweeted that Republicans would have to unify behind Trump. Trump and Murdoch met privately, and Fox News went back to being the Trump channel. Trump and Kelly had made peace, and Hannity was airing hour-long Trump infomercials in prime time.
The entire hour, Donald Trump.
All I want is for a guy to look at me the way that Sean Hannity looks at Donald Trump. The Trumpification of Fox News has only gotten worse since the election.
Not only was he presidential, not only was he being honest, but he was being funny.
When Megyn Kelly announced that she was leaving for NBC, Murdoch handpicked Tucker Carlson to replace her, meaning Fox's primetime lineup is now 3 unbroken hours of Trump cheerleading.
He let him have it, and I loved every minute of it.
And aside from a few standouts like Chris Wallace and iconic heartthrob Shep Smith, Fox News has basically become the Trump PR channel.
I hear from my sources inside Fox News who are frustrated that almost every story that producers program has to be filtered through a pro-Trump narrative. And so we're very clearly seeing Murdoch's heavy hand.
And who's going to pay for the wall, Jacob?
Mexico.
Things between Murdoch and Trump are a lot better now. They visit each other's offices, sit in on each other's interviews, even awkwardly climb into golf carts together.
And here they are, on their way to dinner.
And for Murdoch, there are obvious perks to staying on Trump's good side. In January, Trump asked Murdoch to submit names for the new chairman of the FCC, which regulates much of Murdoch's media empire. Murdoch probably also wants to see restrictions put on the proposed merger between AT&T and Time Warner, one of his major competitors.
There's a lot of regulatory issues that Murdoch will want to weigh in on, and having a friendly commissioner at the FCC is clearly to his benefit.
But if you look past the PDA, this relationship is less of a romance and more of a hostage situation. For years, Fox's business strategy has been appealing to conservatives while attacking all other outlets as being part of the mainstream liberal media.
Steve Bannon is absolutely right. The media is the opposition party.
And that strategy has worked for them. A Pew study found that 40% of Trump voters got their election news primarily from Fox. But the strategy has also backed Fox News into a corner. Take a look at this chart. It shows the ideological makeup of the audiences for the cable news channels. Fox's audience is way more homogenous than the others. If it loses Trump voters, it loses everything. That's fine when Trump likes them, when he's giving Fox primetime interviews and telling his supporters to tune in.
And by the way, thank you very much for the shout out you gave at your press conference.
But if Trump is ever unhappy with Fox's coverage again, the network is extremely vulnerable. Trump has the power in the relationship. Like someone who can't afford to move out of their crappy boyfriend's apartment, Fox News is stuck defending a White House that could get harder and harder to defend.